Hi, my name's Craig. If you haven't met me yet, I'm trying to go to Mars and I need your help. So I'm new to making videos. I'm still developing my style. Please bear with me as I figure that out. Please leave constructive criticism in the comments and I'll try to make adaptations and changes to make it more fun for you and see if we can get something done. Alright, so today I want to talk about a really awesome book that I'm reading and then kind of move into innovation from there. So, without further ado, I give you the complete philosophical works of René Descartes. It's awesome. And it's a long read. I'm only 72 pages into this, and that's just his first book, Rules on the Direction of the Mind. And I had to reread and reread and reread to make sure I had his point. They were so simple, so short. I knew I had to be missing something. So I took notes. Otherwise, I would jack this up. My favorite so far is to study the ancients is good, but there is a great danger, lest in too absorbed a study, I've already jacked it up. In a too absorbed study of these works, we should become infected with their errors, guard against them as we may. For it is the way of writers, whenever they have allowed themselves, rashly and credulously, to take up a position in any convorted matter, to try with the subtlest of arguments, to compel us to go along with them. Yeah, it's jam-packed of stuff like that. So let's break this down. To study the ancients is good. We get to make use of all their labors, of all the progress they made. Steam engine to England, Industrial Revolution, the invention of computers and the telephone and television, the telegraph, things that made the world change. Flight, Kitty Hawk. We get to use the ancients. Well, I'm saying Kitty Hawk is ancient in that respect. I'm saying that all of those inventions are ancient in the fact that they are in the past. It's a technicality, okay, but it serves the point. We can use the inventions of what has come before and to move forward from there. Now, Descartes goes further to say that in order to make an inquiry, in order to move further, one must first have a full mastery of easily masterable details. Now, sounds kind of lazy, however, it's a valid point. He makes a big stink about walking randomly into the dark versus having a method of finding out the truth. And he says that there are absolutes and everything else is relative. I'm a little different. I think everything's relative. And even he goes to that point. He just used absolute as a term of things that are more stable than everything else. Some things are more absolute than others. So therefore they are relative. But moving forward beyond that, you have the errors that we must guard against. This is a sticky point because when you walk up to the edge of knowledge and there's nothing out there, nothing but empty black space because we haven't gone there yet, it's too easy to link the first causation to the first correlation we have. And as you know, correlation does not necessarily mean causation. But as we learn, we get to cut away what is most likely causing and what mostly is not causing, and therefore we have a greater understanding of what can be said to be truth. So, by understanding all of them easily masterable facts, Descartes moves that by learning more about these, we can expand our knowledge and strengthen our mind. For my research currently into innovation, we've taken a half step away from that. More towards random, but still within order, in which we take two or more objects that are not similar, and we compare them. Okay, so how is a cheetah like a car? Or how is a coelacanth like a bike? Things like that allow us to find new uses of information and in and of itself new information. Not all information is useful, but I believe it was in 2011 or 2010 we generated an exabyte, which is a really huge number of new information. How much of that information was new? Well, it was all new, but how much of that information was useful? That's a different conversation. But even still, from that pool, we have something we can build upon. Now, the founder of Toyota, was fond of asking the question why, 5 times for each problem. It was his belief that when you attack the problem by asking why, you peeled off each individual layer until you got to the core problem that could easily be fixed. Combining these methods together with all the knowledge and techniques we have from Earth, to all the opportunities we have on Mars, to not only capitalize on what has already been learned, but to move forward, and to provide new knowledge for both Mars and for Earth. That's going to be a great thing to see. Hoping to be a part of it. Now, please subscribe. I would really love your support and constructive criticism so that I can make this better and make a better presentation. Still new at this, trying to figure out everything, and if I seem to not be smart, I'm smart. Believe me, I'm smart. And that's probably sounding arrogant. I probably shouldn't have said that. You see, it's things like that I'm trying to work out and not do. So, yeah. Thank you very much. What's a good sign-off? Cheers.